wait, that's
Mrs.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
We just got one of our clips for next week.
Cheers! Welcome back to episode 4 of Cheers to That podcast with Andy
and Willa.
Welcome to my 60-minute interview. We are at episode 4.
Oh my god, episode 4 already is crazy.
This is an iconic episode. You know why?
Because it's about me. Hit the track.
Unlike you, I'm actually an investigative journalist.
You've never investigated a damn thing in your life.
Oh, there's
besides
a lot of
maybe
things.
them shoulders.
Oh.
What them shoulders do. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on your interview. Now we get to the real meat and potatoes
the root
of the fucking
cause of all of this.
Thank God.
We need
Everyone,
to know.
Before we start, let's give it up for this.
What, that though?
Give it up for the fit. Give it up for the leg. Give it up for the shoe. Shoe. We're putting up this side because the other side is scuffed.
All right. Well, let's get to the real reason why we're here. This outfit. Coming to you, Miss Darby from High School Musical Drag.
Absolutely is Miss Darby.
Thank you.
And I would like to address the comments right now. This episode is about me, and therefore I did full body but no hair because my hair is beautiful.
We got to address it right up top.
Because I look great.
Giving Kris Jenner realness. I love saying that because you really do. Like, whenever you like stomp in with this hair in the body, it just looks like you're like the momager of like 5 little girls.
And I hate children. And I hate them.
And that's a different episode.
I should get my sunglasses.
That's a different episode.
Cheers to not having children the next episode.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's do that. Should we get a bevy?
Let's get a bevy. Ready? Here we go.
So cute. What do we
These
got?
are my Monster Zeros. Monster, listen, I'm going to adjust the Monster.
This is Willa's
looking at you in the camera. Monster, sponsor me.
I mean, if anyone is a monster, it's her.
Sponsor me.
If anyone's a monster, it's her.
Monster to me is my lifeline, my crack, my cocaine,
it really
my
is.
Addiction, everything to me. This is the thing I have a problem with.
Your drink really does go with the theme of this podcast that you really like, the Monster Rehabs.
Love Monster Rehabs too. I only have these ones because I got them from Walgreens earlier, but we got to close this.
Yeah.
We didn't actually get a drink.
Yeah, we're not getting a drink. I'm actually sipping on a Red Bull tonight. And it is 7 o'clock at night, so it
is precisely 7:35.
So I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I feel like I just need a little boost for today.
And I am drinking, though this is a 7-Eleven Select Replenish Zero, I actually drank the whole thing and then used this bottle and refilled it with a Skittles strawberry like powder, like sugar-free powder, like water flavorer. And I put it in here.
That made me gag.
So that's what I'm drinking today.
Well, good for you. But
and we're waiting for our subs to get here from John's.
So, so we did order food, and we will probably be taking a break to shove it up our...
Well, yeah. You know who. Yeah. You know who. Oh, God, I love her.
Not every episode. Every episode we have to just put a little nod to that.
So, like we do every first half or every first act of the show, let's get to the cheersing and the dumping.
Yes.
I don't know what my dump is or my cheers is today, so please go off so I can... Okay. Actually, I know exactly. It came to me.
Wow, that was insane. I saw that, like, the light bulb go off. It was like, I don't know. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I need to say it better than I did last episode.
All right, so do you want me to go?
Yeah,
first?
go ahead.
All right. So what I'm dumping today, I sent it. Never mind. I can't say that. You don't have to cut that. But so I'm dumping out women, mom influencers on social media that force their kids and husbands to be a part of their journeys.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. We can't.
I'm so sorry. I know sometimes, like, I know that there really doesn't, there's no need for mommy bloggers. I mean, there's a niche, But when I see the husbands
why are you saying this? Like, now I'm confused. I mean, I could agree, but now I'm interested in
I'll show
what
you.
the tea is.
I'll show
Tell me what the tea is. Tell the people what the tea
I've
is.
just seen some. I just see like. I don't care if you're like an influencer, obviously, like just like doing influencer things. Like, it's not for me. I'm never gonna be like, hey guys, like genuinely be like, hey guys, use my promo code.
Insert the clip here.
No, but I always will do it like ironically or just like stupid and just whatever. I just can't. I physically like can't do it. But so I've just seen there's an epidemic going around of mommy influencers making their family be
Do you
want to
talk about mommies?
Mommy?
We gotta stop. People are clicking off the video. People are clicking off the video. They are closing Spotify. They are
It's
closing
just me
Spotify.
like being breastfed this episode.
That would be horrific.
All right, I need more Red Bull.
Anyway, so that's
But
what
yeah,
we're dumping
so I'm
out.
dumping out just like not the mommy bloggers themselves. I'm dumping out the fact that they include their family that clearly doesn't want to be in it. And it's like like afterwards the husband's like, what did I do to end up like this? Like you can tell like they're a part of it and they're doing like a like a little dance, but like they hate it.
Or they're like, you can see that he's thinking, he's like, where did we go wrong?
Exactly.
Like, when did this start?
Like, I hate technology for this. Like, this is the reason why I hate
Yeah.
this. Like, why?
He's like,
I just want to coach my daughter's little league game
and like
just
drink a beer.
Yeah, and like
yeah,
just like play poker with the boys. Like
crack open a cold one with the
yeah,
boy.
a brewski. And he's like, now I'm doing a dance and like putting on like lotion on my face and like talking about it. Like it's just
All right. Anyway,
we're dumping that out. Goodbye.
I thought I had the thing that I wanted to dump out, but I'm actually gonna switch it because I actually do think I wanna spin it in a different light, and we'll talk about it as my cheers. I think this week. So instead, what I'd really like to negate. Now I know I'd be always talking about the sleep. Now I know I'm always talking about the sleep.
Do we need to go back?
No,
5
no.
episodes?
We do not need to insert the clip here because it's not about the sleep.
Okay. Well.
It is about certain people.
Ooh, tell us.
Disrespecting my time and my energy and the work that I do.
And the work that you do.
Because they're a little drunk.
Oh.
And they want to take... Can I help you?
Oh,
what do you have to say about that?
She said, I need to be a part of
She
this
needs to be a part of this conversation.
Yep. Okay.
I love these people dearly. I love my sisters dearly. I talked about it last episode. I talked about it literally last episode about how much I love my sisters. At the end of the day, we need to be out of the club by a certain time.
Oh,
it's not mandated.
We're getting specific.
It's not mandated that we be out of the club.
Say their names.
But if I'm exhausted and we don't start the show until 12 something, I'm gonna sue.
Wait,
I'm gonna
sue. Can I
I'm gonna
piggyback that
sue.
up on that and dump something else out?
Yes.
I'm dumping out late night entertainment. Starting past 11 p.m. 11 p.m. and on. I'm dumping it out. Sorry.
That's fine for you. That's not for me.
I'm dumping that out. You are the entertainer, so it's like whatever. But like, I'm dumping that out.
And you're in your 30s.
As
so.
I'm old.
Yes, we know.
So
we're very aware. We see it.
With my brittle bones, they cannot stay out. They
the joints
cannot
are
stay out
squeaking.
that late.
No. For me, my issue is it is not that it is not that there is late night entertainment. That is fine. Mm-hmm. It is like if to me, my issue is nobody wants to be out that late. Not even our own friends don't want to be out that late. And then there's one thing where there is people who are watching, if you've been to drag shows or you've been to X, Y, or Z or, whatever you've been to entertainment-wise, the show doesn't need to lag. We can be cutting it up and having a key and having whatever, but when I hit the child anyway, so button on the sampler pad, let's move it along.
Move it along.
And I'm pushing that not just because I'm tired, but because I'm like, I'm watching out there.
The audience
I'm
is
listening.
tired.
I'm seeing that you're cracking jokes, and they're probably funny, but it is dead. Like, let's move. People want to see the next entertainer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that somebody knows, like, I'm sure that if somebody actually does listen to this and we're in context of what week we were in when we recorded this, maybe they know, maybe they don't. But this really goes out to, sorry, this won't even be, this is brought on by a specific instance that happened this week.
But it happens a lot.
But it happens a lot. So that's why that's why it's not about this person. It's about everybody. If I'm running the music, if I am DJing for you, and we aren't starting until if I'm tired, because I'm not always tired, but if it was a late night yesterday,
you are a tired ass bitch.
Baby, this outfit is tired. Thank you. And so Miss Darby looking bitch. Don't look at my stains. And so let me say, this is not about one specific person. This is about all my sisters who I love dearly. But if I'm running the music and I'm DJing for you guys and we are not starting until 11:30 or midnight, expect me to be tired because I've been standing there for 2 hours in the frigid cold of the underground DJ booth. Frigid cold. Can we dump Cooler than this fucking fridge.
Dump that out?
We can dump that out too. And I want to go home. I'm not drunk. I'm not doing substances. Not that I'm saying that they are, but like, I'm not doing substances. I'm not smoking. I'm not high. I'm not drinking. I'm fucking tired. And so when I am like, I'm not pushing for you to get the show done in 30 minutes. I get it. We have a show to run. It's an hour and a half long thing, but we really do not need to be pulling it out past 2:00.
Yes.
And we don't always, we usually finish before 2:00, but this just happened this past weekend and it made me really agitated because I was like, guys, you saw me in the DJ booth. I am falling asleep right now. Like, not because the show's boring, because it's not. It's a good show.
It's just not moving.
I'm just tired. I'm just very tired, and I'm helping out. The services are very, very cheap to have me help run the show, like for the music. Like, but just be done. Let's be done. Let's go home. Y'all can go to 26 afterwards. Love 26. Shout out to 26.
Oh wait.
Shout out
to
26
to Amanda and her
we are
wife.
Throwing
ass. We're throwing ass on this pod.
Love
they made
26.
Me a beautiful bracelet.
But look, you guys can go there afterwards, but we gotta just like understand what's going on. We need to know what the tea time and truth is.
So I guess let's chat about late night entertainment. Do you feel in general, not just specifically Buffalo or anything, do you feel like I know my answer to this, but do you feel like people are coming out at like 1 a.m.? Do you see people do you see a need for late night to go like entertainment to go past midnight?
I don't see a need for entertainment to start past midnight. Mm-hmm. I don't.
Yeah,
because
this post-COVID
is this is the tea. Buffalo is interesting because we are out till 4 a.m. The bars are open till 4 a.m. Our favorite clubs are open till 4 a.m. People are
less than pre-COVID.
Less than pre-COVID for sure, but
still
like,
out,
but comparatively so. Like when I go to Rochester,
cities, yeah.
bitch, the Rochester shows start at 10.
Well,
they're done at 2, so it makes sense. So for us, mathematically, that would make sense in theory for us to start at midnight and then.
But our bodies are the same.
But that just isn't the case. Yeah. And what I find absolutely crazy and truly unfathomable is that we are starting after midnight. If you want to have this is the thing. If people are coming to the show, I have been at shows where I'm in them, hosted them, or worked for them, or did something, or I'm even at them, where I've seen people leave. Not maybe actually, let me restate that. Even our regular friends leaving before the show starts. Why? Because we're starting too late. And the issue is like, guys, I know we want people there. I know we want to entertain people, but the first set doesn't have to be the big set. The first set could be the small set.
The warm up.
We could do we could do a warm up. Yeah, we could do a warm up and then if people start mingling in during the second set, during the first set and they haven't seen you or you already went, we can just do the second set. That'll keep them around for that time.
But also, I mean, you could see in other cities too. 10 o'clock is the usual time frame, and people will get used to coming earlier. You know. I
mean, I want things to change, but
it's gonna take a while.
That was just a thing that happened this past weekend that just really I needed to actually dump out because that made me so annoyed. Because do you want to know what time I went to bed then when I got home finally? 5 a.m. is when I went to sleep. I went to sleep at 5 a.m. because I didn't leave the bar until 2:45.
Did you eat?
No, couldn't eat. I can't eat that late.
I know.
Can't eat that late. Reflux. You know the GERD girlies get it.
Cheers to GERD.
Cheers to GERD. And it's made me skinny because I don't eat after late anymore. But that's one thing. And so I had to dump that out.
Yeah, we have to dump that out. Late
I have
night,
a different thing that's going to be a dump and a cheers, but that's going to be my cheers for the day, so we'll see.
Well, then why don't you go into yours because you're already talking about it. So, okay. So we got to get rid of the negative because we,
the negative is gone. Disney's suing us.
For a sound.
Miss Darby looking ass.
Hello. Oh, wait. Is that? Wait, that's
Mrs.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
We just got one of our clips for next week. Okay, so.
All right. So what are you cheersing to?
Okay, here we go. Everyone sit down. Everyone grab your drink, grab your NA beverage, grab your pancakes, grab your whatever.
I have my Red Bull Zero or sugar free.
Grab your whatever and just listen up. The situationship that I was recently a part of is no more. It is no more. So again,
you know
aggressively single.
Pour some out for that.
Pour some out for the girls. Pour it into your gaping hole. Anyway, so that is no more.
Okay.
That situationship is no more.
And you know what? We say goodbye to that.
And that was the thing that you saw me have the light bulb, like initially, like I was gonna, maybe I'll cheers, maybe I'll dump that out. No, we're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna be dumping out like feeling shitty about men or just being sad or just
we are on
relationship.
A different path.
We're on different paths.
Yeah.
What I am cheersing to though is the level of respect I did receive from this person, in such that when the situation was clear that we were not on the same page, that I had asked for some grace and some time to talk it out together and be sort of adults about it, which is something that growth-wise I had found hard to do in the past. And so we're cheersing to two queer men being able to say, you know what, we're not on the same page here, but yes, I will go sit in your car and talk with you for like an hour. Yes, I will sit down and we can speak on it. We can talk about how we're feeling, what our emotions are, what our lack of interest in each other is or isn't, like that sort of energy.
Really dive into it.
Not cry, not be too upset, not be too dramatic, just come to an understanding about what they want, what I want, what we're looking for, how that doesn't mesh up necessarily.
We are two individuals that are just living our lives that maybe right now it's just not going to mesh.
And it's not going to mesh. And I just, and being able to walk away from that and think about it. And, you know, it's something that I think people might look down upon, but I think almost innately I did. This next statement I'm going to say is what I mean might look down upon.
Okay.
But yes, I was sad. Yes, I cried a little bit. Did I basically already decide that I think we are going to be friends in the future? Yes. And why? Because it only took maybe a day or two for me to realize. Now, we haven't talked, mind you.
That's
We haven't talked after that instance. And I said, I'm going to give him a couple weeks because I know he's going away for 2 weekends. It'll be a perfect timing thing, whatever. I said, you know what? I'm going to reach out after those 2 weeks, even though I feel prepared right now to say it. But I want to be like, you know what? We joked, we kikied, we used to kiss, but we didn't actually do anything. And so there does seem to be like, maybe we could just shave off like this small amount of ambiguity that was happening. Like no kissing, no cuddling, just shave that off, that little section of what we were doing, and just hang out and play video games and go to drag shows and like assist me in getting ready and like doing that nice thing that a lot of our friends do for each other. Like we don't hang out and play video games, but we hang out and do this, and we're definitely not together. So despite what a lot of people think,
honestly, and obviously they would think that
because we're so kind. Thank you very and cheers to that. Ding! Thank you.
Ding.
Ding.
You don't have to say ding.
I know we have a soundbite, but I had to double down on the soundbite.
Double ding, double ding dong,
ding dong. But yeah, so that's what I'm choosing to. I'm choosing to people actually like in a world where these fucking f***s refuse to give each other the time of day. when you're trying to just be like people who want to date or talk or anything, in a world where that is so fucking normal, for somebody to just actually be okay with like, I'm not interested in you, but I see that you need to talk it through, and I will give you that time in that respect. Unheard of. Unprecedented, really. Unprecedented.
Wow.
But yeah. And hold on, let me open her
I'm
up.
sorry, everyone. We have to cheers to that.
We have to, because it's so important.
We have to take a break, but I'm going to say what I'm going to cheers to because I changed it while you were talking. I was going to cheers to something else, but I'm cheersing to you.
Oh my God, shut up.
Because I literally have not seen this like growth in you since we became friends, and I'm literally just pouring my
literally
heart out.
dying over here coughing from that drink.
Yeah. I'm literally trying to be nice, and you're like dying.
I know.
Anyways, I'm cheersing to you because literally I'm only friends with people who serve cunt. And that statement and what you just said is exactly why we're friends.
Oh my God, we'll get into it after the break.
So give me a hug.
So please, oh my God. Are we hugging on the pod?
That was so good.
In the wide shot, hi wide shot.
No, that was really nice. Because I was like, a lot of people that I've met post-COVID in the queer community do not speak or communicate to each other, and no one's on the same page ever. And to see you from like when we first met, and you know you were a little like all over the place, to now, things are working out.
And the
for you.
secret? You know the secret? Well,
Wellbutrin!
and we'll be right after.
SSRIs.
And it's an
Oh,
DNRI. Thank
oh,
you. We'll get into it after
okay.
the break. But you know what? We're gonna cheers to Wellbutrin.
Cheers to friendship.
Cheers to
and
friendship.
Cheers to growth.
Cheers to growth. Cheers to friendship. Cheers to Wellbutrin, which is now generic bupropion. And also, we will get into it because it's cheers to me today.
Yes.
And we'll be right back after these sponsors.
And we're back.
We're
Oh
so
my God.
back, baby.
Oh.
We're getting
so
deathly
good.
Deathly
Honestly,
good. at
we should have had
restarting.
a podcast for years.
No, this is the right
Oh,
time.
yeah.
This is the right time.
Speaking of the right time, what I was saying is, before the break, you're just blossoming into a woman, and I'm seeing it right before my eyes, and I'm a proud mom.
And my mom, who was here earlier today helping me clean, couldn't give one fuck about the way I'm going. She's like, your dirty ass house. You're fucking disgusting.
So yeah, from her eyes, she's like, you're a mess. but I'm seeing growth.
Oh my God, T.
I mean, house is clean-ish.
It's true.
And, you're
true.
just doing well. And what you said was very adult. I also, we'll get into you, but I also had a conversation, which we'll talk about off air.
We're obviously going to progress the conversation, and I don't want to necessarily go back to that because we're going to move forward.
Yes, of course.
But in my mind, like I said about it's people my age, Gen Zers and stuff. Like, I'm a Zillennial, kind of. Technically, I guess he was too. But like, to me, I feel I have always been ready for conversations like that.
Yeah.
Or at least as of late. And to be given that from somebody else was really shocking
to have
and interesting.
like it come from both sides
Yeah.
is nice.
And like I said, Wellbutrin is not an SSRI. It is a DNRI. That is a dopamine and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. So it doesn't actually give you the usual set of side effects that you would get from an SSRI. Thank you.
Oh my God. Thanks for that lesson.
And now we'll segue right into
okay, well, let
me
me
because
first of all, bitch, it's my show.
Okay,
today.
so segue.
Okay.
I just gave you psych information
Thank
to
you
segue.
for that segue. Thank you so much for coming to my talk show, Mr. Mocktail and a drag queen.
You needed to it should have been something like take a sip with Mr. Mocktail or something stupid like that.
Let's start that over.
Did to keep all that in.
Welcome to my show, Mr. Sip. What did you say?
Now you really
Take
have
a
to keep it in.
sip with Mr. Mocktail, sponsored by Red Bull Sugar Free and Skittles Drink.
I got it at the Dollar General.
Oh God, I hope they don't donate to
Oh, Big T.
Big T, Little T,
Little D with Big T. Oh.
All right, well, we have today a special guest, someone who is, she dressed up for the occasion.
I was about to laugh so hard and I had to hold it in. I had to hold it in.
Willa DeWhisp, how are you doing today?
Oh my God. Hi. Hello, everybody. Is that my camera? Hi.
Yes.
We did set them up.
We did set them up, and you know that.
We're in my house. I'm staring at my four walls, bitch.
So we're here to learn a little bit more about you. How are you feeling right now? That we're going to dive a little deeper
very
into.
attacked. I'm feeling very...
And you should.
I'm feeling very
because
targeted.
I have some really good questions that you
got to learn a lot about Andy last week that I felt was really important, and you get to learn a bunch about me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much an open book, and I told if
open book, open hole.
No, not open hole.
Closed as well.
Ripped open.
I mean, honestly, if we want to get into
Too tight.
Anyways.
Ugh, it's too much.
All right, well, I'm just going to get right into it.
Okay.
So the people really want to know, and I don't know if this is like one of those things that is like taboo to ask, but how did you pick your drag name, Willa DeWhisp?
Oh my God, I have been waiting for this.
Yeah, this moment.
Okay, so everyone listen up, because the nerds in the room will get it, and the other people probably not so much. So my boy name is Will, and my last name starts with an A. You've probably seen it on the socials. So I've always liked my name. So when I was picking a drag name, I wanted to do something very similar to it. Mm-hmm. And when I was picking between names, I was between Willa and Willow. It would have probably just been Willow by itself. So I was thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Saw that my last name, I kept writing like Will A, like on a bunch of signatures or whatever. And it dawned on me, like, I like Willa as a name.
Yeah.
So that was the start of it. Then it was like, drag names are usually puns. They're usually puns. They're supposed to, not that there has to be.
A little sexual
they usually
sometimes.
So instead of being like a sexual weird innuendo pun, I decided to go for a concept. And so people who are a little nerdy may know the following. A Will O' the Wisp. It is a Gaelic folklore creature, also a fire type move in Pokemon that burns the opponent. So if you know either of those, you know of the concept of a Will O' the Wisp. And it is this little like tricky folklore creature that is actually a real live phenomenon that happens in swamps where methane bubbles at night refract moonlight, and it looks like there are lights in the distance. So I thought it was a super cool witchy energy. So when I first started drag, that was kind of like the energy I was going for. And now I just feel like I just adapted it into being like a human name.
Yeah.
Like DeWhisp is more like DeWalt or something. It's got that same like real human name energy. And then Willa is like an actual real person's name anyway, so.
Wow. Well, there you have it, everyone.
Can't wait to do that on Drag Race.
And honestly, yeah. So actually, that segues me into my next question. I mean, you kind of answered this one because you gave us a very detailed, nerdy response.
I did.
What is the nerdiest thing about you? If you had to choose.
Oh my God.
I mean, there is a lot to
choose from. I was obsessed with Greek mythology, currently still obsessed with Greek mythology. If you look right behind Andy, you can see pretty much the entire box collection of Rick Riordan's, or Riordan's, don't know how to say it, the last name properly, Percy Jackson novels, including his Egyptian novels, his Greek novels, his Roman novels, and his Norse novels, as well as pretty much the entire collection of Rick Riordan Presents, also from Hyperion Studios. So I'm very obsessed with Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I love that.
That's probably the nerdiest part about me.
Yeah, no, that definitely is.
There's a lot of like, that might be the geekiest thing. If we're doing
geeky.
nerdy, there's probably other questions that I could answer, but that's probably the big one right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it is fun to see like someone who's like serving cunt on stage, but also is like the biggest nerd outside of the stage.
Have you met Alice? Alice Rage.
Oh,
Hi, sister. Alice Rage.
Alice Rage.
Oh, love Alice Rage.
Oh, that was rage.
You look like you were taking a shit. A human feces. A defecation.
But actually, we're going to stay on this nerdy topic.
Okay, period.
Because we're throwing in a question that you asked me, and we're going a little deep.
Deep.
If that's okay.
Deep.
I mean, we know you like it deep.
Well, not really. Like a normal size. Deep is painful. I don't know, it's too much work. Guys, bottoming is fun for 30 seconds.
That's the next episode.
Well, yeah, and you can't talk about topping, so I guess I'll talk about it. I guess I'll cover that subject, and I
could,
barely
first
do
of
it.
all, I could talk about it from a bottom's point of view.
What are we doing?
Anyway, we just like stopped. Like, we're like, wait a second.
Already taled about feces.
Okay,
Already talking about bottoming.
We
already
said we can't talk about poop yet.
we already did.
Cheers to poop. That'll be okay. The question is, everyone is familiar. Again, we're just giving a little brief summary. Is everyone's familiar with the multiverse?
I love this question.
Yeah. So there's basically infinite universes where
Correct.
you are present in that universe, but there's like your life was just, can you explain that? We'll go back to episode 3.
Yeah, right here. Everyone here that's watching probably knows at least about the conceptual idea of the multiverse. If you watch Marvel, you know. If you watch certain sci-fi things, you know. The idea that the multiverse is that this is just one of infinite possible universes, usually all dictated by certain events going one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a conversation before. I believe it was with you, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
It was, because you're remembering this what this
Mm-hmm.
was. So the idea is, if this is not your ideal universe, if what is going on currently is not the perfect universe for you,
Okay.
what do you think is your ideal universe, and what is yourself in that ideal universe doing?
And thank you, Willa, for explaining.
Thank you, past Willa, for explaining it so well. Thank you. Okay, so here's the tea.
So go ahead. Answer that question.
Okay.
That you asked yourself.
There are a lot of things I would change about my life. A lot of things. Mind you, that does not exclude the joy that I have currently in my present, but do I think I'm in my ideal universe? No. Do I think this is the ideal situation that any Will or Willa could be in? No.
How do we make it the ideal universe?
What I do, there are several things down the line. Let me go back and give you maybe the top 3 things I would have changed so far in my life.
Yes.
Number 1, I would have broke up with my piece of shit fucking ex 3 months into our relationship rather than 3 years. And you can all take that to the fucking bank. Because I hate...
Cash it. Deposit it.
Redeposit it and then Venmo it to me.
And then,
because I hate that motherfucker with a burning passion.
All right. And this is the first time he's been brought up on the pod, and it won't be the last.
And it won't be the last. Because I'm very over him, very over him as a human being, because he is a danger to society and a piece of shit. You can all figure out probably why he is a danger, but let's just say the apple doesn't fall too far from a young sapling. And we'll keep it at that. We'll keep it at that.
All right.
So,
go ahead. Second thing.
That's number 1. Number 2, I probably would have come out earlier. Which you talked about.
Did I say that?
I think you talked about it too.
Yeah.
But I would have.
When did you come out?
I came out at 19. No, 18. Sorry. I came out at 18.
So that's like going into college or in college.
This is so cringe. Guys, I made this. You can't find it anymore because it was on my old Facebook before it got shut down like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I made an Animoto. If you remember what those are, if the people in the audience remember.
I'm not a Gen Z. I don't know.
They were like these like slideshows that you can animate into a full movie that had like cool effects and stuff, but they would be like you would build like the slides and then it would like do the work for you essentially.
Like a flip book?
Essentially, kind of.
That's my generation.
Something like that. And just imagine like a PowerPoint presentation, but like with cool transitions that you didn't actually have to like program or anything. It was like built into
Old school AI.
the template that you made.
Yeah.
And so I made a coming out Animoto to the song "On My Way" by Pentatonics, and at the end of it, at the beat drop, right before the final. Maybe me loving Pentatonics is probably the nerdiest thing about me. Right before the beat drop of the like final like chorus, it was like "I'm gay," and then it was like "Thank you," blah blah blah. Whatever. It's so stupid.
So you never showed it to anybody?
Oh no, I posted it on Facebook. So I made that. Yes, I made
Facebook.
that earlier that year, like during that
was
summer.
your coming out.
And then I went to Princeton, which you might ask or talk about.
I won't.
You should. But when I went there in 2015, I graduated high school in 2015 and went right to university.
Yeah.
I was never in the closet at school. I was never like. There are certain things that happened at school like right away that was like I just got acclimated, and I told myself I'm in Jersey. I'm far away.
Yeah.
I'm 8 hours away from everybody I know. I could just be out.
Said I'm
right from the
stepping
get.
foot on this campus, and it's my gayest foot.
Gay foot.
The
hello, in a pump.
Literally,
in a boat.
She,
no, kidding.
It was like zoomed in, like on the door opening, and you went.
So yes, so I came out. I posted that maybe like a week after I was at school.
So you
So that
started
everyone
your
at
college
home-
career gay as fuck.
Yeah, and I had
And
no
And then-
pushback from
yeah,
anybody.
because
Everyone
you,
was just
like, yeah, because what are they gonna do?
no.
Drive
I mean,
all the way
we're
over
at
there,
like
punch
a
you right in
liberal.
the face?
Yeah, exactly. No, we're at like a liberal school.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. My 3 straight roommates don't care. Like
Yeah.
everyone was cool about it, and to me that was such a huge fear. And so I just was like, okay, I have the courage to
And
like
now I'm here.
to post it for everybody at home.
What was-
and
ooh.
it got a lot of like it got a lot of like positive response from
Okay.
everybody.
Was there
like
any negative response on Facebook?
no, not
you know,
really.
I love to hear about the negative.
Listen, the people who I went to high school with who might see this on our stories, like or on whatever, guys, I was gay. Like it's very
And
obvious.
the people that are.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, this is your episode. Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw up again.
When I was like a freshman or a
ahead.
sophomore when I was a freshman and sophomore in high school, I think I was like hiding it more than I was. But
How, bitch?
by the time I got to senior year, I was like, it was very obvious that I was queer, and I think
Yeah.
I knew it in the back of my mind, but I just denied it. And my friend Sam, hi Sam, who you know,
Sam!
love Sam. Sam mentioned on the pod. Thank fucking God, she's
We
incredible.
love Sam.
Love Sam. Love Good Morning Buffalo. What is it? Daytime Buffalo. Good morning. It's basically the same
Good
thing.
morning, Buffalo.
Sued. Those musical theater places
No,
do
bitch, because
not.
I don't have a good voice.
Exactly. No. Daytime Buffalo. Love you.
We
Chelsea.
love.
Love you. Sam. Love you.
Just us shouting everyone out. Just
Sam was like, there was a time she was my bestest friend in the whole world for a long time, and obviously we drift apart over time and
Yeah.
you know space and whatever. But
space time.
when we were in high school together, she's a grade younger than me, and so for my like junior and senior year, I was attached to her essentially at the hip. So there were people who like were like, is he dating her? And like that was the whole thing. And then we made people think that we were dating for a while. Like it was fun to do that.
Like just like for yourselves.
Yeah,
You
but just for
you said,
ourselves.
let's play a little.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny. It was lovely.
that.
And it was emotionally taxing, but
Of course.
I should have just come out earlier. So coming out earlier, getting rid of my ex for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. Never mind. We're just not even gonna go back
We're
to
gonna
that piece
go
of shit. I
to
can't.
we're gonna do a full episode on coming out, and then we're
And-
gonna do a full
oh my God, we
episode
should.
on yeah.
And then number 3, this is actually really weird. I don't know how it would have ever affected me doing drag currently, and I hopefully would have found my love and my passion for drag at all anyways. Like I
You
hope
will
I would have
always wear a drag queen, bitch.
somewhere in heart I probably was. And I did drag my senior year of college anyway, so like I did it in Legally Blonde the musical. I played Paulette, which was lovely.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to go to med school. The only thing that I had all my prereqs done to go to med school. I was thinking I was going to be a doctor.
Post Princeton.
Yeah. I was going to go to, because you get an undergrad and then you were like pre-med in undergrad, and you take a bunch of essentially suggested classes that are like supposed to be the prereqs for med school. And I was pre-med. I completed all of the chemistry requirements, bio requirements, everything.
So technically, did you just like stop, and then the highest level right now you could be as a PA?
Essentially what happened is I was so burned out from doing college the first time, like doing those 4 years at Princeton. I was so tired and so burned out and so exhausted that I didn't want to take stats, and I didn't want to take the MCAT. I want to make sure you were still recording. Okay, you are.
I just wasn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was so burned. I didn't want to do stats because I didn't want to do coding, and I didn't want to I didn't want to take the MCAT. I couldn't fucking fathom studying for that.
Yeah.
In my senior. Also, my senior year is when I got rid of, like, that's when I broke up with my ex. That was the worst time of my life so far, probably. And so that was like a big thing.
Yeah.
That was happening. That really also
So you weren't even
led to the
focused
burn.
on like
Yeah.
continue.
I probably would have. I would have adjusted some of the things that I had done in university if all 3 of those things happened together. in conjunction, I think that would be the universe that the best universe I could live in.
Yeah. Because I feel like you would still be doing what you're doing
I would be
now, but
out and
just,
queer.
yeah.
I would have had a better like young queer experience. I think I would have probably had a much healthier like connection to my body and dating and all this stuff. And then I would have pulled away on some of the theater things I did. I love theater. But I would have pulled back a little bit so that I could fill it. I mean, I did 44 productions in college, so averaged 11 a year. It was nuts.
And you could never.
You really, and I don't suggest that you do. And I don't suggest
and you don't want to ever.
And pulled back on that a little bit, and then focused a little bit more on my studying. And I would be a resident somewhere at this point. But instead, I went to PA school. Don't hate it. It's not a bad thing.
PA
I like
school
the
is
universe.
different than med school.
Yeah, I like the universe I'm in currently at this moment for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But ideal universe is probably that.
Okay. Well, yeah, that segues also into just noting that Willa DeWhisp here is a PA, a physician's assistant.
Oh my God,
It's fun to like have someone who's like out in nightlife, who's like serving kind, but also can like save someone's life.
True. And also like help get somebody into a vehicle to take them to the hospital after they break their ankle.
And thank God that they're sober too.
Oh my God,
because,
thank God.
You know, they always have, and it's fun to like just be like, what's happening to my body? And you're just like, it's probably this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You have a hemorrhoid again.
A hemorrhoid girl. But yeah, I'm a physician assistant. I went to university, even though they don't deserve to be a university. I have a couple things to say. Fuck. I hope you choke. I hope that whole school chokes. I hate university, and I hate all the staff members that were my professors, except for maybe a couple. And if you are, none of my staff members are ever going to see this, but if you do see this, hi, all of you suck, except for a select few of you. And if you think that I'm talking about you, I probably am. So I went there for PA school. It was the worst 3 years of scholastic life that I've ever had.
Scholastic.
Because I thought that Princeton is hard. It is a hard school, but the support you get, the stuff that you have available to you at all times, the way that the professors like treat you and mold you there is really something. It is all about the bottom line. It was all about who is going to pass the PANCE, the PANCE.
Pants?
PANCE, the PA National Certifying Exam. That is the exam that we all have to take and pass to become licensed.
Did you pass your pants?
I did.
Oh my God, pass your pants, like piss your pants.
Thank you. You think you're so funny. Anyway, so I had to pass that. And at that school, it's all about the bottom line. It's who's going to pass it, and can we get rid of the people who aren't going to beforehand.
Let me ask this. What is the vibe of the student body at Princeton? Like, what type of person goes there if you had to, like, generalize everybody?
Wait, at Princeton or
Princeton?
Okay.
Like, at an Ivy League school, like, are they all stuck up? Are they, like, rich kids? Like, what's the vibe?
Well, let me finish my other train of thought first. I went there for 3 years. It sucked. Like, the 3 years sucked. It's schooling wise. It's not set up. It's not scholastically set up to be a good school that supports anybody. But I have a great job now, and we can talk about that in a minute. At Princeton, though, the crazy part is when people hear Ivy League, there is a certain 1800 style
Princeton,
white boy from there's very that energy. There's also that classic that I think happens with a lot of the Ivy Leagues. The what is that? Vineyard Vines boys. Like the Vineyard Vines, like short, like chubbies that they used to call them.
Chubby. A loafer.
The boat shoes.
Boat shoes. I had a boat shoe. I had a boat shoe.
The Spearies.
I had a boat shoe.
The Spearies. The boat shoes.
But I didn't go to Princeton.
The sweater vest. The fucking. Can I tell you?
Sweater that's like tied in the front and then it goes down and it's.
And let me tell you something.
Do you want to go golfing?
That is let me say something. That is what the Ivy League name or brand brings up in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah. Is that the case?
It is maybe a third of the case. It is, however, there's a very specific thing that happens at Princeton, which is called lawn parties. It happens twice a year, and it's when there's like big rager, like fun daytime.
Everyone has a prosecco.
Party. No, it's crazy. And for lawn parties, it is actually a joke that you are supposed to dress up like that. Like that is the like the
well,
theme.
that's actually nice that they like are
We're like
self-aware.
you're like poking
Yeah.
fun at the concept because anyway, that was
Yeah.
fun as hell. That's like a very fun thing that happens every year. But no, actually surprisingly, a lot of people who go to Princeton, I would say, half of them are not dumb. Everyone has to be at least somewhat intelligent to be there, but
Or rich.
yeah.
Because I could go there if I had the money.
Yeah.
They will accept
Oh,
me.
they would, yeah, if you were a namesake or a legacy or anything like that. They do that. That is the thing that they do. But for the most part, like you have to be at least somewhat intelligent. So, but when I say dumb jocks, like there are people who are there for the
full ride.
team, who are there for the team, and that's their prerogative or whatever. But they take the easy classes, they take what they have to do, and they make it on through.
Yeah.
I, however, was not that case, and most of my friends were not that case. Pretty much everybody I knew was like
Hardworking,
intelligent,
intelligent.
mostly low income or regular household income like experiences. I knew people who I did know cool people who had to pay the full $70,000 tuition a year out of pocket because their parents made
That's
too much money
wild.
for them to
Get financial aid.
get any financial aid. I knew people who were being paid to go to school there because they were in such poor financial, socioeconomic situations.
That's cool.
Who their whole tuition was covered, and then they were getting like stipends
Like
to pay for
refunds
foods and food and
Foods.
food, like all their schooling, their housing, their room and board, everything was covered. Then they were getting stipends for supplies, food, anything to like live off of, and so essentially they were being paid to go there. But they made it in. They were
Damn.
accepted because they were good enough to be there. I knew plenty of people like that,
Yeah.
and so my family fell in the middle-ish. My dad paid all my tuition for Princeton, which is lovely. He also paid all my sister's tuition too. So he had been saving up for years for his like 2 children to go to college.
And you know what?
And because my dad didn't go to college because he's born in Puerto Rico, like very low income. Puerto Rican side is very like.
Great. We're actually getting into.
So yeah.
Oh, we do have to take a break, but when we get back, I want to get into your family.
Wait. Before we take a break,
Okay, go.
we can get into my family in a second.
Yeah.
But essentially, yes, like. The school is very varied. It has a lot of amazing people. Princeton is a thing I would not change in my life. It is something that I would do over and over and over again.
And
I
cheers to
will cheers to
Princeton.
that. And I will cheers to Princeton. Because no matter how crazy, how cracked out, how nonsensical it was, I look back on those 4 years, despite all the other bullshit going on in my life, everything that was available to me, like I got to work on dance shows, theater shows, like cabarets, acapella things, like the amount of shit I got to fucking do there, I would not change that for the world.
Wow. And thank you for that.
Guys, I'm sweating so bad. 71 degrees
I
in my
was
house.
sweating real hard last episode because all the spotlight
Spotlight!
is on you.
Can I get a spotlight?
Yeah.
That one's for Justin. Can I get a spotlight?
Spotlight. We covered, you went to college at Princeton. You're a PA.
Yeah.
So let's do something light.
Yeah,
right now.
why don't we do something light?
Let's see. Is it actually like taboo to ask? Because you, like where you picked your drag name, going back to the first question, because I know
No.
like sometimes like with bands
Not
and
at all.
stuff, some bands, like famous bands, like think it's like rude to ask.
No, not at all.
Okay.
With drag names, it's a creative thing most of
Yeah.
the time. So it's like for bands, it's like maybe weird, but for drag, it's like no, that's like a big question because you pick a name that you want to be basically known by for the rest of your like career. So where does it come from? And
Yeah.
for some people, it's like if you ask Nalea, it's after her grandmother. It's her grandmother's name backwards. Like it's
I love
not taboo.
Nalea.
Love Nalea.
Honestly,
Nalea,
shout out to
Wait,
Nalea.
Nalea, shout out, girl. You know we love you.
This is the most important question I think that everyone, including myself, wants to know.
Yeah.
All right, so get ready for this one. We're going literally deep. It's gonna be crazy.
Deep in my hole. Okay.
All right. So, have you watched Drake and Josh?
Yes.
All right. How much financially
Yeah.
would it take for you to have sex with Walter, the dad from Drake and Josh?
Oh God. there's one correct answer and there's one actual answer.
No, we need actual, like,
how much money?
How much money do you need in order to say yes? I will be penetrated by Walter.
Need. The question is, need this money?
No, the question is.
No, you don't have to repeat it, because the answer.
How much?
I would require at least $1,000. Would I do it for free? Probably. Just for fun. Like, would I do it for? Is he married? That's problematic.
The wife from Drake and Josh has passed, so he is a widow.
Wow.
And Drake and Josh have moved out and went to college.
Wait. This is more important question. Gather this shit right here.
I'm gathered.
The question is not, would I have sex with this man? Because I would. And I probably wouldn't need any money for it. The question is, am I fucking him as a boy or a girl? Ooh. Because I will require money for all this, because this takes time and energy.
Correct.
But if all I had to do was show up, like, douche ready to go, sure. Yeah, whatever. Why not? Why not? He's cute. He's cute. Why not?
So this is a question that Beck. Hi, Beck.
Hi, Beck. Beck mentioned
again. This is a question
again.
that Beck and I, when we lived together, we would get drunk.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and get drunk and then come home and watch Drake and Josh in bed together. And we were drunk one night, like laying down, and we were watching Drake and Josh. And I don't know how this came up, but now it's a question that we asked each other, and then now it's a question that we ask every single person that we meet. Like, what's your line? Like, where is the line? Like, because we would go like, oh, like $1,000, and then she'd be like, what about 950? And then it's like, where's the line?
I totally get it. The funny part
but
is
you're
that
free.
The funny part. This is the thing. The question is a hard one to ask, because what you really should be asking, I think, me or queer men, would be, how much would it take for you to have sex with the mom? Because that, to me, would require some sort of concept.
All right. Well, let's flip that question on its head, shall we? How much would it take for you to have sex with
the mom from Drake and Josh?
You're giving it to her good, by the way. Like,
I have to give it to her good?
You have to, like, try.
Oh, that's a requirement? Okay,
yeah.
then
you're not just
1,000.
flailing. Oh, so 1,000 for both.
Well, this is the thing.
Free for.
Well, this is the thing. For the dad, he's cute. I like guys of all ages that are legal, unlike my ex.
Oh.
And
shout out to my ex.
No, don't shout him out. He's a piece of shit. So, like, the dad, I'm like, yeah, if he, like, sent me nudes and he was, like, attractive and we had, like, at least a moderately okay conversation.
This is the photo.
Sure. Why not? Like, yeah, I'd be down. But then,
I love you.
if it's
so
the
funny.
mom,
thank you.
And then if it's the mom, I'm like, sure. Like, if we have okay conversation and it's like I'm not sexually attracted to women, but so I would maybe just need, like, a little bit of incentive, but sure.
So this question is truly for straight men, because it is funny to see what their answer is. So last night, at time of recording.
How much did Mitch say?
We haven't asked him yet.
Mitch!
Wait, should we call him?
Live on the pod?
Yeah, can we do that?
No. We should do these weird what ifs in, like, a full episode.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes. Okay.
Episode 6. So we have so many episodes coming up. We should get a whiteboard right here. And we should just
white. All right, so that question is really for straight people, because last night we asked 3 straight people. One of them said $5 million. One of them said 500,000, and then one of them said 250,000. So it's so funny to see, like, different answers, and it does say things about them.
Can I tell you something?
What?
That is just the truth of it is that is just blatantly not false for those men.
Oh, for sure. Because they would do it for 20 grand.
I guarantee you, if these guys,
if we threw down $1,000,
if these guys were like, this is the thing, because then you have to give stipulations. This is the thing that I've learned about straight men. It's this question of, you're in the room, you're with the straight guy, and you're with that dude, the dad, and you go,
Walter.
You're like, in theory, you're like, LOL, like, how much would it take? Oh my God, $5 million. I have $5,000 right here. This is yours if you take your pants off right now and have sex with that guy.
A hole's a hole.
That's the thing.
And
That's the thing. Thank you.
No shoe.
Shoeless hair.
What do you have to
Cat.
What do you have to say?
Cat hair all over the bottom of the sock.
Okay. So, yeah, that was just like a funny question because we need to know.
What else? Okay, give me more.
all right.
Give me more.
So you have, so do we want to go light or deep?
Baby, ask me. Well,
All right.
let's
I'm
go
going to just do deep. Or no.
ask me anything.
Are you addicted to anything?
Yes.
And what is that?
I can't tell you.
Why?
Yes,
Can you not tell me on the pod, or
Yes,
can you not?
I cannot
me
tell you on the pod.
in general.
I cannot tell you. I feel like I am addicted to
keep
certain
this in.
things. I think maybe pornography.
There was
That
a
I
point
think
where
is
felt
that is
too.
that I think is something that I feel like I can like talk about maybe
Yeah.
openly. Is just like that's a thing that exists, except for in Virginia apparently.
Guys,
Guys,
do not go to Virginia.
do not. Let me tell you something. I did like hand to God
You didn't
right
think it
here.
was possible?
No, hand to
Oh.
God right here. Let me tell you something. I did not, and this is for Mitch and Michelle. I did not do anything lewd or disrespectful in their apartment when they
Well,
had us for
good
the
because
weekend.
I literally was
Let's
sleeping
sleep
right next to you.
I did not, and I promise you, hand to God, hand to every deity, hand to Hazel. I didn't do anything, but they told me there is no porn in Virginia, and so I literally, in front of them, went, "No fucking way!" And I went to the porn sites, and I said, "Oh my God, the disclaimer that it
literally
says."
says, "Sorry, bitch.
Sorry, your senators or governors, whatever the fuck in Virginia.
Don't want
had-
you to have a good time."
I was gagged. I was like,
Yeah.
and then I had and then this is tea. Then I had to explain to Mitch, who didn't know Twitter had porn, that I was like, also don't support Twitter because Elon Musk.
Literally.
Elon Musk, disgusting.
Elon Musk. Yeah.
I had to tell your brother who did it. This is the thing. Apparently straight boys don't know there's porn
Honestly,
all over Twitter.
Oh, wait.
And that gets around it. Fun fact. So for you Virginians that are watching, just go on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. Can I just say, side note, is that what I've realized that straight men talk about with other straight men is just what they've done in the past. The conversations are like I love these straight guys.
Oh, God.
But I was with my friends last night. You know them.
Who? Oh.
But
Wait, our favorite straight couple? That couple?
no.
Okay.
So I was with a few of my girlfriends and their straight boyfriends.
Well.
And all they talked about together was
What?
was just like what they did with their girlfriends.
Oh,
You know, like they were just
boring.
like they were just like, "Oh, how was last weekend?" "Oh, great."
Like,
And then it was like explaining like normal, like regular conversation, but like I'm like kind of like shocked by it because
by the blandness.
because when we get together with
Baby,
it's all dick,
it's
cock,
shoving
and balls.
dick, cock, balls. What would you do if you were a worm?
Yeah,
what
like,
would you do
who
if
do you
if-
hate?
How much money would you pay to
Yes,
have sex with the sun?
with the sun
like the
from Drake and
literal,
Josh.
no, the
Oh.
literal sun to ram your dick into the molten plasma of the sun, the closest star to
it
our
was
planet.
just like it was funny. Like I love these straight guys, by the way. Like they're great, but it's just funny to compare like straight conversations versus gay conversations. Oh God. All right. If you had 24 hours to live, what is the first thing you're doing?
Oh my God.
And don't say jack off.
First off, probably take my antidepressant so I can just vibe. You know? Let me tell you this. Wait. Let's phrase it differently just a little bit for me.
It's your
I
episode.
wake up, a normal amount of sleep.
Yeah.
Like a normal
Refresh.
We're talking. I've had a nice restorative amount of sleep, so I need that to not be a non-starter. Because if I wake up and they're like something is killing the earth in 24 hours, bitch, I'll go back to sleep. Bitch, I'll go back to sleep. I don't give a fuck. Because I'll go to sleep and then let the asteroid hit, let it kill me, blah blah blah,
Oh my
whatever.
God, that would be so scary.
Whatever. But if we're waking up and it's like, hey, by the way, you have 20 little countdown on the arm, like in time,
Oh,
like the movie with Justin Timberlake. Is that
I
who
mean,
it
we
is?
don't support Justin Timberlake,
Well,
but
Justin Timberlake and some other lady.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Oh, Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bitch.
No, it's not. In Time?
Yeah.
Is it really?
That was actually a very good movie.
I know. I really liked it. Anyway, if it was like that and it's counting down, I would be like, okay, let me get up. Let me take my antidepressant. I would just go spend all my money. Like, if it was for sure. Like, I'm not reaching 24 hours, then they're like, surprise, you're not dying.
Yeah.
If it was like for sure, I'd spend all my money. I would like mass text everybody I knew and just be like, love you guys. Love my family. This is the thing. I would probably try to throw a rager. Is this a question like I'm dying in 24 hours or everybody's dying in 24 hours?
Well, let's do both. Just
if
you are
I'm dying, this is because this is important. If I'm dying in 24 hours, nobody else is. I'm saying, listen up. I'm texting all my family members and they all know about it. I'm saying, you guys need to show up and I want to see y'all. You need to be at my house at
X time.
3-4 hours before I die. And I want to be like, listen, this is happening. I need you guys here at that time. I'm not going to see you until that time. And then I'm going to text all my friends and we're going to go make a day of it. We're going to have a day.
What does your day look like?
And this is what I'm saying. We're going to like go eat food, go kiki. We're going to go fucking nuts. We're going to go to Darien Lake and go on all the rides. We're going to go to Darien Lake. We're going to go on all the rides. Because we don't have time. We don't have time to go to like a Disney World or something.
You want to go to a trashy amusement park?
Baby, I want to ride off the fucking Superman.
Honestly,
I want to go crazy.
I would just like let it go. Like
I want to go crazy. I want to do that.
I want to get a caricature of myself.
I want to spend all my I want to do like that.
Cotton candy.
I don't want to do that dumb shit. I want to like ride a couple rides and then I want to leave. I want to go like do a rager with everybody where we just like all go crazy and get naked and go wild and like don't even have sex. Like man, like I would probably want to have sex with like some people that I want to do that with, but not like my friends. Like we're gonna have like a rager where we just get nuts, like burn the house down, like go crazy.
Project X.
Yes, it's Project X, literally. And then I'm gonna like say goodbye to everybody, and everyone's gonna leave. I'm gonna kiss them all goodbye. I'm gonna tell everybody individually, a little bit individually how much I love them, and then I'm gonna say everybody get out of my house. Then everybody's gonna come. All my family's gonna come, and we're gonna have like a solemn, ceremonious moment.
Oh, so you want to end on a sad note, like or a somber note?
Well, I just feel like my family is gonna be. My family wouldn't. This is the thing. I know about my family. They would not accept not being there
at
when
the
I
last
die.
moment. Yeah.
So I would plan for me to have the party beforehand.
Get
with
it
all
all
my
out
friends.
of your system.
Yes, get everything out of my system. Now I'm like exhausted and I'm ready.
You're like,
for
I'm
it,
ready to
and
sleep.
I'm ready for it. And then my family comes, we say goodbye, hug everybody, tell how much I love them.
Yeah, and it's not like tragic. It's just like you go to sleep.
Then it's only slightly different if everybody's about to die.
Because everyone's going to be chaotic.
That's the issue. If everyone's about to die, everyone's going to be chaotic and it would be impossible to organize that. That's the issue. Because everyone's going to be like, I need to see my family. I need to see this person. I need to see that person. And I'm like, we all just need to go somewhere. We all need to go to 26 and we all need to just say goodbye to everybody.
That is so funny because mine would literally be that I'm saying bye to everyone in one mass text.
Yes.
And I'm flying to the city where they have the sexiest men, and I'm going to a bathhouse or something.
Madrid. No, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. I'm going to just a 24-hour sex party. What's your family structure like? You love that question.
Been waiting for it.
You literally you told me to ask you that.
Yeah, exactly. So I have my mom and my dad.
Love.
Are both still together, even though I'm not gonna talk shit about them. My mom told me not to. No, she literally did.
I love
She
that.
literally did because she watched like the first like episode, so or the majority of it. No, we've had plenty of our own familial problems in the past, which of course we'll talk about at some point probably. But like my parents are still together. Whether they should be is
you can't help yourself.
Nobody's.
You literally can't help yourself.
Is anybody's guess. I mean, they fight, but like whatever. And I have my mom and my dad. I have a younger sister who's 1 year, 359 days younger than me. Our birthdays are 6 days apart.
Carry the one.
We're almost exactly 2 years apart.
Wow.
And I love my sister Selena. Hi, Selena. She probably doesn't watch this.
Love Selena.
But hi, Selena.
She'll
love you.
never watch this.
No,
she said anything that you're in.
No, literally. Love her.
Love her.
And then, fun fact is, I do actually have a half brother that I've never met from my dad's first marriage.
I literally just learned that from you. That's crazy.
That's super weird. I have because you were here when mom was talking about it.
And they live in the area, which is crazier.
Yeah. Oh, they're from around here.
That's crazy.
And so I just like have a half brother like trekking around.
And we don't even know like anything.
I know
really
his
about them.
name. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well.
Hi.
Oh. Hi and bye.
Hi, we've never met.
Hi. Hope you're doing well.
Hope you like the drag diva.
Yeah. He's like, thank God we never met. Yeah. So, how was like growing up? Like, were you close with your sister?
My sister and I did not get along as when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like we pretty much fought all the time. And now we're like best. Like I feel like she's one of my best friends.
She's so great.
I love my sister truly. And it was only like years later did I realize it was a trauma response. Is like it's it's common for siblings who fight a lot to be fighting because of like familial issues.
Yeah. Interesting.
I also have, so structure wise, my dad is born and raised for like 8 years in Puerto Rico on the southern coast of Puerto Rico. And my mom is born and raised in North Tonawanda. My dad is Puerto Rican, like pure blooded. And then my mom is Polish and Ukrainian. So that's why I say I like my Puerto Rican or my Latino side versus my white side.
Yeah.
So I have, this is the crazy part. My dad is one of 6 children. My mom is one of 6 children.
Whoa.
My dad has 3 brothers and 2 sisters. My mom has 3 sisters and 2 brothers.
Whoa.
Very crazy. It's very weird that's how it worked out.
Yeah.
Several of my uncles are dead on my dad's side, unfortunately. Passed away. Rest in peace. And I only have my paternal grandmother left. Everybody else has also all the other grandparents have passed, which is sad.
Yeah.
But I got time with them, which is cool. Like, you know.
Are you close with like your extended family?
This is gonna sound racist. It's not. The white side, yes. The brown side of my family, not so much. But that was more of a function of my like dad's desire to sort of be away from them for whatever reason. I do love my cousins. My cousin Angel was a drag queen long before I ever was a drag queen in the city of Buffalo. Before I ever started.
That's cool.
And he was like the gay before I came out.
Yeah.
Like I have some cousins, Babo and Dazon, who I love, Erica, who I love. Like these are people I don't see that often, but like I still do hold like they're not as connected to me as my other side of my family, but I do feel and hold like some love in my heart for them. Yeah, of course. And then on my white side, we lived next door for the majority of my life, next door to my mom's parents, and so I like was with the white side of my family a lot more than the rest of it. So that's that.
Wow.
My cousins are like my cousins are some of my favorite people.
So, as a majority of people that live in the States live here.
Yeah, pretty much everybody. Only like pretty much almost everybody like lives in this area. There's a couple like second cousins, like hi Skyla. There's a couple second cousins and stuff that like live in other random places in the world, and Sarah like live in like random places, but in the state, I mean. Yeah. But everybody else pretty much lives around here and has stayed around here. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you for that. What's your biggest insecurity?
What's my biggest insecurity? Oh God, that's so hard to answer because I feel like I have a lot of insecurities
currently. Because we need to talk about it so we can get it out in the open.
I will say for the longest time it was my body, which the body
is T.
The body is T today, correct? I would say
and the body has been T
for a while. I would say my boy body was like a big issue with me for the longest time because I was always overweight. And as we all know, that is very undesirable in the queer community, is people being overweight. So but I also was like overweight where I was like in the middle where I wasn't like a bear. So that wasn't like the fetish people were going for. And I was never like skinny enough to be a twink, twunk, or like wolf, otter, whatever the fuck.
You were never a twink.
Never, not once in my life. Because I went from roly-poly-oly, bitch. I went from Oompa Loompa to bitch tall roly-poly-oly, like girl be so.
Like just towering.
So My body used to be a big one, but I lost a lot of weight on my antidepressant, which is why we use Wellbutrin, but not if you're manic, so don't use that. Or if you have seizures, don't use it if you have seizures. So
I was gonna say caveat: we're not doctors, but
the caveat is I am a psych PA, so I do know what I'm talking about. But my biggest insecurity now, money. Honestly. Now that I'm thinking about it, money is my biggest insecurity right now.
You are definitely not secure.
No, not. You would think that like, oh, you're a PA. Like I'm spending.
Oh,
I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm not gonna talk about my actual income because that would be doxing essentially. But currently, I'm close to spending half of my monthly income as a PA on my student loans, which. Check in a couple episodes because...
Oh, yeah. We need to talk about that.
No, check in a couple episodes because I did gather the application and I did get it approved to get it bought out, to get my student loans bought out. And I just have to like text the financial advisors and stuff and be like, what do we do? Can we make sure it's the lowest? Like I need the lowest, longest possible.
So it's approved.
I'm approved.
This is just us talking now.
Yeah.
So it's approved. And
approved.
Now we just have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Cheers
to that. Thank fucking God for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's
finances, big insecurity right now. It's very difficult. I mean, I kicked my roommates out at a tough time, but they had to go. And now it's like the money is an issue.
Got it.
It's an issue.
I didn't even write this question down, but what's one thing that drag has given you that, whether it's like literally or emotionally, mentally, that you are so thankful for?
Ew, this is gonna be so cheesy. This is
exactly why I'm doing it. Let's get
disgusting.
Bitch, let's cry.
Do you want to know why?
Can we cry?
No, we're not gonna cry because it's so stupid. It's so cliche.
Say it.
Self-confidence. So cliche.
Honestly, goodbye.
Goodbye. Andy has left the chat because it is so fucking obvious. I hate to say it. I hate to say it because unfortunately it is so true. It is so true.
So
self-confidence,
true.
like you can't tell me nothing. And if I want to tell you something, I'm going to tell you because I feel confident and strong enough to do it with that on. Out of it, I feel like people are judging me for me. And that's what I have an issue with the boys. And this is why I have issues with men and boys and people I'm talking to and all this stuff because it is so challenging for me to have them look at boy me and judge me because I can't hide behind anything.
But when they see Willa,
when I'm like, I have my hip pads on and they're like, something about that ass. I'm like, my ass is fat in these hip pads. But then if somebody was to critique my ass out of drag, I'd be like, well, that's my human body. So now I'm like going to take it personally because that's actually me. This is not like, this is a persona and it is me too. I do feel like Willa is a direct extension of me.
Yeah. And it's an exaggeration of certain parts
I feel
of you.
like this is me. Like other people feel like it's a separate entity. Like this is really me who I am personally.
Oh, for sure. I can attest to that.
But it's like, it's really like the two sides of the same coin because I do, on the opposite side, if people are judging me as a boy, I feel attacked or I feel like really sad or upset about it. And so that goes into the insecurity thing and that goes into all that. So the self-confidence part comes with like, it has bled over, sure, where I can sometimes shrug off a lot of that BS easier than I ever would before.
Something died.
Low battery.
Now we're on to our rapid fire questions.
Okay, love. Ready to go.
All right. Name your top 3 green flags that you possess, that you think you possess.
I'm very intelligent. I'm very compassionate and caring about people. And I feel like, oh my God. I don't, I'm a really good time. On top of it all, I am a very good time and a very good time to be around, and people don't give me that time of day. But when they
and if you're not giving her that time of day, bleep. All right, then let's do your top 3 red flags that you possess, because I know it's gonna be hard to pick 3.
Oh no, I know. I can become very attached very easily.
Okay.
Which will then in succession cause problems, which I've been working on, of course, because I have a fear of abandonment, which is all lumped into one.
That could be number 2.
No, that's a fear of abandonment and like the easy attachment is all in one. I tend to overanalyze things, so I feel like people are saying or doing things that to spite me when they're very clearly not doing that.
I'll just say, no one cares about anyone but themselves.
Exactly.
So
that's what
no one's thinking
and I've been better
any-
about that too.
That's a good mantra.
And then, oh fuck, I had the last one. Oh no. Where did it go? What? Okay, what did I just say?
Fear of abandonment and all that. Attachment.
I'm afraid of people abandoning me.
We're on a time crunch because the battery's gonna
I know.
die.
Fuck, I forgot the last one. I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Well.
Oh, I have anger issues.
Well, clearly.
I have genuine
have-
anger issues, but that's mostly taken care of by the medication
Oh, okay.
at this point, where it's really dumbed down a lot of my internal anger
That you express outwardly to people.
Yeah.
AKA.
Never you.
Literally, I'm your boss. So you can't.
Literally never mad at you.
Yeah. That's true, actually. We're
catty. It's just cute.
It's catty and cute and fun.
And let me just say something. Yeah. We had to do rapid fire because the batteries are dying, but
because we're gay and we don't want to charge a fucking camera.
They've been charging.
Yeah, but we can't charge them while they're on.
Yeah,
which is
that's an
annoying.
issue.
So
but anyway, it's been amazing.
God, we love getting to know you.
Okay, wait. And then actually, I do know what my last green flag is a green and a red flag together is I require words of affirmation because of all the issues I just talked about. I require it. So if you, and by words of affirmation are my love language that I need to receive. I will talk in any love language. We probably talked about that, but I need to receive words of affirmation. So people who have hung out with me know it, hung out in that sense romantically. They know I'm if I text you afterwards and I'm so did you have a good time? That is the time to be no, I did not, and I don't want to talk, or yes, I most certainly did.
Certainly did.
Yeah, I most I need the affirmation, or I'm gonna think I've done something
wrong. And that's a PSA for any future suitors,
which there will be none, of course.
I mean, can I just say we had such a great time with Willa DeWhisp. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
I will say. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. It's been something. And yeah, where can everyone find you?
At Miss Willa DeWhisp on every single outlet.
Platform.
Every platform.
I'm at Mr. Mocktail, Mr._Mocktail, and at Sober16. And of course, please follow this podcast.
At CTT Pod. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Right here. Oh, wait, there's no white shot. There's no white shot. CTT Pod.
CTT. Wait, show your tits. I showed mine last episode.
Wait, I have to show them.
Yeah. Oh.
No. Oh, my God. Someone takes logo over there.
We're classy here. All right, well, thank you, everyone.
Thanks for coming. Feel free to honestly send messages to the CTT Pod.
Tell us what you want us to talk about.
Suggestions that you want to talk about. If you've been
Questions.
listening or watching or doing anything, leave it in the comments. Obviously, we look
Be
at the comments.
our friend.
Yeah. Clearly, somebody made a comment about the fridge, and now we have a fridge sound. So, leave a comment,
we'll
leave
do
a message,
anything.
send a DM. We will.
Seriously,
listen.
send a DM.
No, literally, send a DM,
Please. And
cheers to that. Oh, wait, we have to cheers the fridge again. Cheers. Bye.
Oh, food! I'm so hungry. I totally forgot. Where is it? No, seriously, where is it? I'm not fucking playing around. I don't even remember what we got. John and Mary's. Funnel cake fries. What the fuck? This is the second time.
I can't breathe.
No, seriously, I need to fucking eat.